Breaking at 9, Britain's Prime Minister steps down. We have the details ahead.
And Clark County sees its first death from a brain-eating amoeba, what it means for you and your family.
And former President Obama is making a stop in Las Vegas. Find out why.
Now, news that matters to you on campus and beyond. Live. You're watching Studio G.
Thank you for joining us on Studio G. My name is Christopher Clark.
And I'm Hector Solomon. Let's get right to it.
So after 44 days, England Prime Minister Liz Truss, she has resigned following failed budgets and financial markets. She is the shortest serving Prime Minister in British history. The party will have another election within the next week to replace Truss. This is a developing story, and Studio G will have more details following the story in the coming week.
Now back home, a local child has died after coming into contact with a brain-eating amoeba. According to the Southern Nevada Health District, the amoeba entered the boy's system in September after swimming in Lake Mead. Naegleria fowleri is the amoeba that killed the boy. It is common in warm, fresh water.
And the health district stated the only way the amoebas can be picked up is through water entering the nose and making it not contagious, to other humans. The National Park Service said they will keep Lake Mead open because according to the CDC, the amoeba is low risk. And former Clark County Administrator Robert Tellis is facing new allegations. Tellis, who is already in custody for his alleged involvement with the murder of investigative reporter Jeff Gehrman, is now accused of mishandling client funds while he was a practicing attorney. Court documents filed Wednesday show Tellis is now suspended from practicing law. This comes after Tellis's request to be released on his own recognizance or have his bail set to $100,000, which was denied by a judge yesterday.
And legal battles continue. Metro Police are appealing a judge's ruling barring officials from searching Jeff Gehrman's personal devices. Police seized numerous devices, including Gehrman's iPhone, computers, and a hard drive. The Review Journal is arguing against the appeal, stating the seizure violates Nevada's SHIELD law and the Federal Privacy Protection Act. According to Metro attorneys, the search is necessary to investigate the crime and give suspect Robert Tellis a fair trial.
And a brand new hotel will be coming to the Strip. The new Center Strip project, backed by Tillman Fertitta, got the green light in the County Commission meeting yesterday. Center Strip will stand 43 stories tall with over 2,000 hotel rooms, a 2,500-seat theater, and other amenities. The project is tentatively listed to break ground in March of next year.
That's exciting. And a project that broke ground 10 years ago is finally moving forward. CEO and former UNLV running rebel Jackie Robinson announced yesterday his team has now the $4.9 billion in funding for the Allnet Resort and Arena. The resort will feature a 22,000-seat arena, retail spaces, and 2 hotels. Robinson hopes to have the resort completed by 2025. And now let's hear from Jade for the weather. Jade, it was quite chilly today. Do you think that'll continue throughout the weekend?
Actually, yes, because we are getting down into the lower 70s as we head into the weekend. But for today, we have a high of 84 degrees with a wind speed of 5 miles per hour. But in the afternoon, that is going to pick up. Across the valley, we have similar temperatures throughout the week, just ranging in the 70s, but those are going to fall this weekend. And do we have rain and wind in our forecast for this weekend? Stay with us, Vegas. We are going to see some changes. Guys, back to you at the desk.
Thank you very much, Jade. And UNLV will be honoring the death of Masu Amini later today. Amini suddenly died after being arrested by authorities for not wearing her hijab properly. Her death sparked global protests and unrest in Iran. A memorial will be held at the Hospitality Building from 4 to 7 p.m.
Better take cover and hold on in. Just about an hour or so to go The Great Nevada Shakeout is happening today at 10:20 a.m. These drills is to keep people prepared for an earthquake. An alert will be sent to your phone or personal device instructing you to find cover and hold on. An additional alert will be sent out once the drill is over. And the Clark County School District is currently participating in National School Bus Safety Week. So with many children riding the bus to school each week, CCSD is breaking down the do's and don'ts to help keep children safe while riding the bus. Children are reminded to never pass in front or behind buses and to stay in their seat while keeping their arms and legs out of the aisles. For more information on bus safety, you can visit the CCSD website.
And from buses to voting, early voting in Nevada opens this weekend.
Our date to remember is October 22nd. That is the first day that you're going to be able to cast your ballot here in Nevada. So that will be the very first day of early vote, and early vote will go until November 4th. So there's going to be a couple of locations where they're only open on weekends, but for that 2-week period, there's going to be quite a few voting locations that will be open.
There are 13 long-term early voting sites and 71 pop-up sites. Voting for the 2022 general election takes place on Tuesday, November the 8th. You can find a list of locations for long-term voting sites as well as mail ballot drop-off locations online through the Clark County website.
Former President Barack Obama will be stopping by in Las Vegas to take part in early voting rallies on November 1st. Nevada Dems are hoping these rallies can inject enthusiasm into the re-election efforts for Senator Catherine Cortez Masto, Governor Steve Sisolak, and also Nevada Attorney General Aaron Ford.
And on their way to Vegas, they might see something more than city lights. Stay with us.
If you're a parent, you've done it all this past year. But the one thing you may not have done is take care of yourself. At Boys Town, we know that a parent's mental health is important too. Visit boystown.org/stressedout for great self-care tips for parents. You can even download an ebook to guide you and your family through self-care strategies. Because healthy parents are key to happy families.
And we're getting a live shot of the famous Las Vegas Strip here, just off the side of the valley where we are taping this show currently.
Yeah, there's a lot of, not too much going on right now. Obviously, it's the early morning, so not too much going on, just people going to work.
And now for sports. The Raiders are coming off their bye week to host the Houston Texans at Allegiant Stadium this Sunday. Quarterback Derek Carr, among other star players, were at the podium yesterday for their media day. Here's Derek Carr talking about the performance of his teammate and friend, Josh Jacobs.
And more power to him. You know, I'm glad he's doing that, not me. You know, yeah, I don't know how he does it. It's really impressive.
And the Raiders are off to a turbulent start to the season at 1-4, but there is room for optimism. Starting Sunday, the next 6 games for the Raiders will be against teams currently under 500. As for Davante Adams addressing his pushing incident in Kansas City following their game 2 weeks ago, Adams said, quote, "Like I said, it was something that I regretted, but we're putting it to bed now. There's nothing else to really talk about at this point," end quote.
And now let's get on to UNLV Football. They travel to Indiana to take on Notre Dame on Saturday. The Rebels are looking to bounce back from their loss against the Air Force. It will be their toughest task yet. UNLV is currently a 25.5-point underdog, according to BetMGM. Here's Marcus Arroyo discussing playing against a storied college like Notre Dame.
The biggest message to these guys yesterday was the fact that those are things that for the rest of your life you'll be able to tell your family, your kids, and the opportunities. Hopefully, if they care, you know, hey, where'd you play? Did you play there? But I think the biggest thing is not just playing there; it's playing well there, and I think that's a good story.
And the UNLV men's basketball team, they held a virtual media day yesterday. The men's basketball team debuts for the season against Southern on November 7th at the Thomas & Mack Center. The team is hosting several new faces, and the intrigue is building on how the team will look after losing top scorers Bryce Hamilton and Donovan Williams. Coach Kruger spoke about what he expects scoring-wise this season.
Of course, first off, you're going to go to, Harkless and Rodriguez, that coming from Oklahoma and Ole Miss respectively, who spent time, being counted on every day, expected to take and make shots every day. And I think, just having those two here together to kind of help bridge that gap.
In other sports headlines, several UNLV teams are making their season debut this week. The softball team and swim teams, they will begin their seasons on Friday. Meanwhile, the baseball team has an exhibition game against the University of Arizona on Saturday. And then finally, the volleyball team and the women's soccer team are in action tonight in those games, and there are other games this weekend, so be sure to tune into those games on the Mountain West Network. And then also the Golden Knights, they're back at home tonight against the Winnipeg Jets. And check out the new VGK Adidas reverse retro jerseys.
Wow.
The jersey honors the Excalibur and the Stardust, and there's a sword down one side of the pants, which is neon and glows in the dark. They are available for pre-order today.
Those are really beautiful there. Yeah. And if you're a student and wanted to catch tonight's action, you're in luck. The VGK are offering student rush tickets. These tickets are discounted for UNLV students. Tickets for tonight's game are as low as $29. And to sign up, visit our Twitter where the link is posted.
And the Vegas Golden Knights have already won awards for their game presentation at the Fortress. But at the Dollar Loan Center, the Silver in Silver Knights doesn't mean second best in game environment. Ethan McCoy has more.
Hockey is back in Las Vegas, and the Henderson Silver Knights just beat the Tucson Roadrunners 2-1 in their preseason home game. And with that great experience and that great win, it's also about the fans and the game experience, which Jesse Lorienti has more.
It's all about the fan experience, and that's what my position is.
While pucks are flying, Jesse Lorienti is behind the scenes making sure that the game day experience is perfect for each fan.
The fan experience is awesome, and we get to do a lot working with people and making sure that somebody's night is made. So is that by having them in our contests, one of the games that we have on the jumbo screen.
This job carries a lot of responsibilities, such as managing times, managing mascots, managing games, and the overall game flow.
Some major parts are mostly just getting our game day staff together. So there's a large group of people that do different things that we have to hire and come in and work as a team for in here, as well as loading content and making sure that every piece of the puzzle is put together. There's tons of different elements. We have hosts, we have a drum team, and we have 3 different mascots, and then we have stage managers who take care of those mascots and everything that goes together. And then even we have on-game elements, so we make up games, we make up all these different kinds of fun things to get the crowd engaged, because not everyone who's in the stands comes for hockey. They come for someone who loves hockey. They come for someone just to watch a game, to get out of the house, and that's why we want to make the entertainment experience just so much fun and for people to come out and enjoy.
While the fans can also enjoy a fantastic game, Jesse also wants them to enjoy the fantastic game experience that comes with it. With that, I'm Ethan McCoy reporting.
Thank you for that, Ethan. The HSK hit the ice at the Dollar Loan Center next Friday against the Colorado Eagles. Puck drop comes at 7 p.m.
And now, this is Studio G weather.
The puck drop will be at 7, but the sun will already be asleep by then, as we have sunset times going down from 5, and it's going to keep going down a little bit more until we hit November, and we're going to have a sunset temperature of 81 degrees. For our weather headlines, we have a partly cloudy day with low cloud coverage, and we also have a wind advisory coming for Wednesday, so plan ahead for your plans. For our evening planner, we drop again from 85 degrees to 68 degrees, which a little chilly, but it's not too bad. And for Mount Charleston, they see their first sign of snow. Finally, but this weekend they're going to get their first actual snowfall, but today they just see a little bit of the snow dust. And for your 7-day, we have temperatures that are going to drop as we go into the next week, and we have possible showers on Saturday as well as strong winds on Friday. Guys, that's all we have for the weather. Back to you at the desk.
Why do you think I'm a bully? Like I looked up the definition of bully.
Oh wow.
It's the meaning of bully is a blustering, brow-beating person, especially one who's habitually cruel, insulting, or threatening to others that are weaker.
Comedy in Vegas is growing. We have comedian Sean Reddy here to talk about his experiences.
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart, and so they need you to stand with them.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Dear moms and dads, we know it's not always been easy, and it's been a lot of hard work. What you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas. Everything I do it for you. Mom, love you always. No, it's true. Everything I do it for you.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
It's going to take more than just us. It's going to take the community, the world, to help us make a change.
Okay, so we're coming out to a live shot here of Fremont, and actually the comedian Sean Reddy here with me. You were recently at Fremont Street, correct, for a festival, comedy festival?
Yeah, this past weekend it was Skankfest Comedy Festival.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah, so I mean, Fremont is home to a lot of entertainment. So we'll get here to my interview here with Sean Reddy. So just getting into the whole Vegas comedy scene. Obviously, we saw the clip there of the ESJ podcast, so you do that as well. But you do a lot of comedy out here in Vegas. So coming from the Bay Area to Vegas, like what brought you to Vegas? What does the scene look like here for comedy?
Man, it's great moving from California to Vegas, man. Because like when you come to Vegas, it's nothing but like dreams and hopes and stuff, you know?
Right.
You know, I'm just fortunate that my comedy career here in Vegas didn't start off like the Raiders this season. So like just nailing it, man. Performing at Planet Hollywood as well as the LA Comedy Club at the Stratosphere. It's been good, man. It's been good. It's like the comedy scene here is strong, you know, because like fans that are watching and people like yourselves that come out and support, like it's been really good for comedy out here in Vegas.
And do you get a lot of locals, or do you get a lot of kind of people traveling into Vegas?
That's the thing about Vegas, man. It's a world audience. You have people from like around the world coming to see the shows. So if you're nailing it there, then you know you could go anywhere and do a good job. So like most on the Strip is like worldwide audience, but then you have like smaller clubs like the LA Comedy Club at the Stratosphere, as well as Wise Guys in the Art District. Those are all like local clubs where locals do come out and support comedy. So it's been good, man.
And then I'm curious with your routine, and like when you see the crowd who's out there, like does your routine, does that change your mood at all? Like if the crowd's older, or if it's younger, or whoever it is, basically?
Nah, not at all, man, because you come out to a comedy show, you're just trying to have fun. So like everyone, most of the time people come out, they just want to have fun. They just want to hear jokes, they want to hear a little bit of raunchiness, a little bit clean, a little family, a little bit of everything. So you just kind of give them what they want, and you know, we just tell life experiences. Most of the time it's relatable because we all live life. And then other times, if it's not relatable, you learn something new, you know? Not everyone knows about everyone's lifestyle and culture and stuff, so you get to learn that all through comedy. So majority of the time, man, there's no conflicts. People are just trying to have fun. Even people that are trying to heckle or like talk, you know, like they're just trying to be a part of the show, you know? So it's like, you just gotta roll with it, man.
And then kind of sticking to your routine, the whole controversy with Will Smith, I know there was a lot of kind of controversy over like comedian safety and stuff like that. And the world is very PC these days. So when all that stuff happened and, you know, over the past few years, how everything's became PC, did that change your like routine at all?
Nah.
Or is it just kind of the same thing?
No, not at all, man, because I mean, at the end of the day, like, comedy is subjective. So, like, people are not going to agree with everything. But, like, being attacked on stage and stuff, that's, I don't know, I hate to say it, but that's probably, like, mostly California, bro. Out here, man, people have fun. Like, it's Vegas, man. Like, people, it's a luxury destination at the end of the day. So, like, no one's going to come over here and spend, you know, a couple $1,000s on a trip just to get kicked out of, like, a comedy club or get banned from a casino or anything like that. So, like, other than that, like, it's just fun. It's like, I tell people all the time, come out to the show, support live comedy. Because like it's pure entertainment. We write our own jokes, we perform it, you know. So like we're out there literally just trying to make you laugh and have a good time, and that's pretty much what it comes down to.
All right, and before we go, just plug the ESJ podcast real quick. Where can people watch that?
Yeah, ESJ podcast is on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, anywhere you can find podcasts. And then Sean Reddy Comedy on all the social media platforms if you want to come out to the show and support. Other than that, man, like I appreciate you guys having me here, man. Like. This is where I get my news, you know what I'm saying? So like I tune in all the time. I'm a big fan. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, Sean. Appreciate it. So from live acts to live act shows, see what's coming up this weekend.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
UMergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. UMergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. UMergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your UMergency app now.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. The good news is there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. I survived my cancer, but you can stop cancer before it starts. Talk to your doctor and go to thinkaboutthelink.org to learn more.
Entertainment capital of the world, and this weekend is no different. Let's take a look at the hottest shows on this weekend's rundown. First, When We Were Young. When We Were Young Festival is coming to Sin City. This epic lineup of emo and rock bands from the past 20 years is hitting the Las Vegas Festival grounds October 22nd, 23rd, and 29th. My Chemical Romance, Paramore, Green Day, and Blink-182 are this year's headliners. Tickets for 2023 have sold out. For more information and to join the waitlist for tickets, you can go to When We Were Young website. Katy Perry is making a firework at Resorts World. The Grammy-nominated singer and American Idol judge has the larger-than-life and the kookiest, most camp show I've ever put together. She is performing her hits like Dark Horse, Waking Up in Vegas, and Firework. The exclusive residency added shows on October 21st and 22nd. Tickets are available on Ticketmaster. And Panic at the Disco has some high hopes for this weekend as they take to T-Mobile Arena with their tour, Viva Las Vengeance. The multi-platinum Grammy-nominated rock band performed tomorrow with Marina and Jake Wesley Rogers. Tickets are still available at the T-Mobile Arena website. Anything we missed? Let us know on Twitter at StudioG_UNLV. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thank you for joining us today for Studio G.
We gotta go. We'll be back on Tuesday.